Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And a beautiful morning it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. You've stepped into Sunshine's Corner. I've got to say, wow, you need the sunshine today after all that rain yesterday. Oh my goodness. I hope that you had a wonderful evening. I got to say this because of the fact that we got caught up in a great big rainstorm yesterday, but we were out at the Touch a Truck event and it was absolutely fantastic. Believe me, when I say coming together as a community, we have to collectively put our resources together and do what we have to do. Even though the rain came down, never fear, you always got sunshine there with you, and you know this. I have to add that in on a day like today. Well, it has been a great week thus far, and every single day I try my best to introduce you to things that are going to be beneficial. I like to reach out to help those that are getting their businesses started, getting them off the ground, so that they can be another link in that chain that I'm always talking about once we connect the things that we can do. Plus, I like to open the doors and I allow people to see that with consistency and persistence, you can do anything that you put your heart desires to, but you've got to be consistent. You have got to put forth that. And I've got to say to Princess, good morning, Princess.
Good morning, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, look, welcome in, Princess. Look, oh my, it popped out my ear already. Excuse me, people, it just popped off my ear. Be careful, I got to make sure it stays on, otherwise I can't hear. But Princess is a very much so a hard-working young lady. Ever since I met her years ago, she has always been that young lady who goes out and she puts forth such an effort to make change, to find ways to make things happen and not just settle. She has always been, how long have I known you now? 10 years?
Just about.
Almost 10 years. But ever since I've known her, and I see her planting these seeds in her kids, that they can do anything that they put their heart's desire to. And I think that's great. But you know, Princess, I gotta say to you, when you were taking these classes, she's a notary. What do you call it? A notary?
Notary public.
A notary public. And what she does is she came to me with this idea. She said, Sunshine, I want to do this for back to school, and by my being a notary public, I've got something I want to do, and I want to give away something. But the fact of it is, I want people to understand your story, to understand what you've done, and to be the young entrepreneur, the young parent, young wife, all of these things that compile, and once you put them together, you've got to be, it's a constant job. It's a job every day. How is it with all that? Then we're going to get to that. You're a mom, you're a wife, you're an entrepreneur, you're an exercise person, you do all of those things. How do you do all that and keep that smile on your face?
I just take my time and I think about what I want to do. And so I don't let anybody stress me out. I try to stay stress-free.
Really? Okay, now when you say, so therefore, are you much of a, or when you say that, because I was listening to this preacher this morning that I respect him so well. And I listened, there was a commercial that I heard, and it was playing on my, because I listened to my phone in the car. But it was Bishop Charles Young. And he was saying that we're always looking for miracles, but we sometimes forget the message. We ask God for a miracle, but we don't get the message. And sometimes the message is what you need, although you got the miracle. You get it? So what I'm saying when I do that with you, you're saying that you put yourself around people who think like you. You put yourself around people who have the same type ideas to grow, and you don't have a whole lot of chatter in your ears that causes you to do the things that some people say, oh girl, just give up. That's not going to be any money there, just give up. That's the kind of thing you're talking about.
I try to stay away from those type of people. I'm mainly in the background, so a lot of people don't get to see me as much, but when I need to come to the front, then I come to the front.
I've noticed that. I'm not sick, because I'm a person that watches people, and ever since I've known her, she's that way. I'll be at events, I'll look up, not all events, some events that are going to be adding something to what you are doing. I'll look up, she's there.
That's right.
I'll look up, she's over here, she's doing that. I said, okay, I'm watching, I see what you're doing. Because of the fact, being an entrepreneur, and I gotta say this, with the things like they are today, I would tell everybody you better learn how to plant a garden. I mean,
And that we do. We do have a garden at our house.
you do?
Yes.
You see what I'm talking about? Do you have any peas?
I do not have any peas. We have okra. We have some chickens in the bag. Have tomatoes.
Did you
corn.
say chickens?
Yes, ma'am.
A real cluck.
Yes.
Do they lay eggs? Not yet.
One of them lays eggs, but we're getting to the other ones.
Really?
Yes.
You got a rooster?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's how it works, right? But no, but I'm saying that because even though in this day and time, in 2025, you think about that. Here's this young woman, is she 40 yet? She might be 40. But she's saying, okay, I've got my garden already there. She is an entrepreneur and a real person that you make me think about the things that my mother taught me how to do that I'm having to implement in my life today. And that is a good trait to have. When it comes to even with raising your children, I think you even told me that you're going to start homeschooling. Am I correct?
You are correct. We have already started. We started before public school.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, but what promoted you to do that? What caused you to say, look, I think I need to keep my kids and educate them at home?
Well, I saw a lot of things that was happening in the school, especially what's going on with ICE going into the schools, pulling
Kids
out and going to all these jobs. I did not want my children to see all that stuff, and then a lot of stuff that's going on with the other kids, and they're able to actually learn on their level with homeschooling, because with the program that I'm doing, then I can pick with grade depending on the subject that I want them to work in. Like, for instance, my daughter, I moved her to the 5th grade instead of being in the 4th because of her
She's in,
scores. Yes.
what grade is she?
I moved her to the 5th grade.
Get out of here. So what do you have to do to, I don't think I had a patient, but what do you have to do to be a homeschooler? I mean, you have to go through a certificate or something, that they give you a course or something to go through or something?
Well, you can pick your own course online. They have a few different ones, and go to the J.E. Hall Center and turn in the letter of intent.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So that's how you, okay, it's just like buying a bitch. You got a letter of intent you got to put together and all that. But I say that, and then, okay, what I'm saying, I bring all that to say, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear what this picture I'm painting to let you see what Miss Princess does. I mean, it's not just one little piece that she's a notary. I mean, she's out everywhere doing things to better herself. And I love the fact that what you're taking to instill in your children, because your children are our tomorrows, and we got to realize that we got to educate them on the things that they need. And when it, the twins.
Yes.
She got twins, guys. A girl and a boy. Whew. If I had twins, Lord, I would like an identical twin. We'd be tough. But when it comes to those kind of things, Princess, I see that you said you sent me this email. What are some of the type of things that you do? What kind of documents is when it comes to, why would I want to be a notary?
Well, not all people are fit to be notaries, because you have to know how to work with different people. My background is in social work. So with social work, I've learned how to deal with people from different cultures and backgrounds and all of that good stuff. And we do have some people that come in a little bit rough, or some people that want to tell you how to do the documents when they don't know exactly how
to do it?
How you're supposed to fill out your part of the documents.
So you have to have you got to have a personality to reach people.
Yes.
And know how to determine which is which.
Exactly.
But then you got to quiet it down so you can keep that to let them know, no, Sunshine, you don't put it on that baby, you put it on this one.
Yeah, I've had to bring some people down because I work with a lot of loan documents, and sometimes I have to call the companies and be able to tell the company what the person is actually trying to say whenever they're on the phone, because sometimes they can't find the words.
Okay, so I'm just thinking notaries just stamp, sign my name, and I'm gone.
Oh yes, now I've had someone to tell me, oh, I just need you to stamp the papers. But when I got there, I looked at the paper and it just said notary. So I said, well, what do I supposed to put right here?
So it's a document that a lot of stuff has to be done?
Most of the things supposed to be done before it get to me. I'm not allowed to tell you how to fill the paperwork out.
Okay.
I can look at it and I can ask you what goes, do you have anything that's supposed to go here? But once it comes to my section, I have to make sure my section is fully complete. Because if my section is not complete, the document will get rejected.
Oh, really? Then you have to do it all over again.
That's correct.
I think that I guess. What is it that prompted you to want to do that?
Well, I've always worked with people. When I left my day job, I was going around and I was talking. I went to different networking events, telling what I did, and somebody said, "Oh, I know this lady that needs a notary." So I went to work with that lady there, and that's how I started.
How long is the program to educate you on how to become a notary? How long is that?
Well, it's a 3-hour long program.
That's all?
3 years. But you have to sit there the whole 3 hours before you can go to the next section. Now with notary publics, there's 3 different ones. Some people say some of the titles are made up. So
when you say titles, like what?
So some people, they'll say general notary work, signing agent. A lot of people say those are made up words, but everything goes along with notary public. So we notarize all type of documents.
Really?
And we can also notarize documents online, which I haven't made it to that point yet. I just do a lot of in-person documents.
Really? So how do people find out that you do these services? Do you publicize it on how?
Well, mine are mostly word of mouth, working through companies, and if an individual know me and they like my work, then they'll refer me to their friends. So I don't do a lot of online
recommendation.
Yes.
Why? Why did you don't go to that part? Because I think when you put your name out there, I'm just asking questions because maybe I want to go sit in front of a computer for 3 hours. Why is it that you don't use that to get even more? Would it be overwhelming, you think?
Well, I already have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I do take new clients, but it all depends on you. Once you call me and I talk to you and find out what you need, then I work with you.
So therefore, when they reach out, I get my paper, I printed this, okay, because I can't remember all that stuff that I'm asking you. Now, a person that does this, is it driven by that you set a goal, what you have a dollar sign, a dollar amount that you want to reach, that you have a goal that you set? So how would you sell yourself on out there to get more clients, to get, I got too many clients today, I got to put them away? How would you handle that? How would you do that?
Well, it all goes on with networking as well. I know other notary publics in the area that may be able to take on some work if I'm not able to, so I can refer.
So you got a pretty good clientele.
Yes.
Okay. I hear that. So that's a great thing. So what inspired you to move to the community through this kind of work? I know that you love helping people. I can see that all the time. But what is it that just triggered that to have that inspiration initially?
Well, I always have liked to help people in any way that I can. So, like for instance, with this back to school notarization that I'm doing, I know for myself sometimes the money can be a little bit slow. And even people that work full-time jobs, sometimes they don't have enough money to go around. So what other way is it that I can help?
So when you say, so you give them free?
Now this will be just a one day only. Now if after that day when I do the free notarizations, if you call me, I will charge you.
Y'all better, if you need something done, you better listen up, okay? That's all I'm saying. You better listen up right now and make sure you got it done well. Well, listen to this. All I'm saying is this, ladies and gentlemen, that look, I'm pulling these things out of her because I want her to be able to reach and expand her territory, because there's so much more out there that she can do. And I really, really, really appreciate the fact that she's stepping into this, to do this, to make sure that she's reaching the need of the community. And when I say that, when I always pull in the community, how has it been a notary public allow you to meet the needs of those in the community?
Well, I'm not bound to having to go to work for certain hours and having to ask for permission to take off. I can take off if I feel like taking off.
Y'all heard that, right? I mean, she can do it well, because you're an entrepreneur, you do it the way you want to. So therefore, somebody that needs that need, then you can go to them. And so therefore, I think that's a great thing that you're doing. But I really, really, really want to say, continue to have that attitude that you have, that you can do anything. There's nothing too big or too small that can cause you to evolve to another level, because it's all about elevation. If you do not move, you're going to stay right there in one spot, and everything is going to bypass you.
That's correct.
Am I right about it?
That is correct.
I mean, if you stay there, everything's going to bypass you, and you're going to look over, so why did she get over there? Oh, wow, I just sat here and did the same thing. You can't do that. Keep doing what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a great conversation today with Princess, and she is, I think I'm talking so fast, my phone think I'm doing an emergency call. Nope, I don't want no emergency. But I want to talk to you also before we go to break. Yesterday, I attended an event right here at Roger Scott, and it was called Touch a Truck. And with me, I say this because I think it's so funny. This is the second one I've attended. The first one was with Florida Power, and they were there yesterday. And Florida Power was a sponsor that sponsors my show, and they do so much in the community. But touch a truck don't mean what you think. Touch a truck. I thought it was like the way when you go out, just stand there and touch the truck until somebody moves. Right? That's not it. Touch a truck is you got all the kids in the community come out. You had the police department there. You had a helicopter there that I was flying, and you'll hear all about that. Okay. It was a great event. And I want to thank my girl Denise, who just texted me and said thank you. No, Denise, I thank you for doing what you do, always making a difference in the community. We got a clip that we're going to share with you right here when we come back on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
Take a ride on the Pensacola Beach Island Trolley. From now until September 4th, from 4 p.m. to midnight, tour Pensacola Beach for free on the Island Trolley. Our open-air trolleys allow riders to take in all the fun and sun of Pensacola Beach. Plus, riders will be able to track the trolley's location, making it easier for everyone to plan ahead and enjoy the ride. To learn more about the Pensacola Beach Island Trolley, head to visitpensacolabeach.com/trolley-information. See you on the trolley.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. You know, I told you I want to share with you some of this fantastic event that we had yesterday there at Roger Scott. And it was so many people there. And I want to say, I tell you, ECAT was there, and they're one of our sponsors. Thank you so much for all that you do in the community. And we think on the same line. Florida Power was there. We had a great time with them, and so many others. But this clip is going to show you some of the fun that we experienced yesterday, especially with this little kid that's going to be in the helicopter with me right here. Check it out on Sunshine's Corner.
Hi, we are yet here at Roger Scott for this great day of Touch a Truck. And listen, do I want to touch a truck? No, I'm going to fly the copter. Yes. Are you going to ride with me?
Yes.
Oh, oh my goodness. So you're going to give me instructions, right?
Yep.
What do I have to do first?
You want to adjust all the controls.
Okay,
So you got the pedals down there,
Uh-huh.
and then you got the cyclic, and then the collective. Those are your 3 controls.
My first question is, where's my steering wheel?
I would say that one is closest to a steering.
Look, man, that's the steering wheel. Did
Yeah.
you know that? Oh, well, he knew that. Well, wow. Well, when I say that, when we take off, do I drive it like, okay, are you listening to this? He's going to be the pilot, and I'm going to be the person that sits here. You drive, okay? You going to take care of us? Okay, well, you know there's no steering wheel. You got to drive with that. Oh, he said, okay. Well, you see, this is something great for the kids. Look at the experiences the kids that they're receiving today. Who would say that he's going to drive me, who's afraid, looking for a steering wheel, and I find out I do it with my feet? Right here. This is where you need to be, family. This is how we do it. When we reach the community by serving, this is what we call it, right here. Sunshine and Sunshine's Corner.
I tell you, could you see that little kid? He was the cutest little thing, and everything he said, And he jumped up in the side. He said, you know, they asked him to move the gear. Did you know? Don't call me crazy. I thought they had something similar to a steering wheel, right? No, it's a little thing here that looks like a gear. That's how they drive it. Then you got another stick on the other side. Well, it's not a stick. It's like a stick to me. But you pull this and then the thing comes up. I mean, but to see the joy on those kids' faces, to be experienced by that. And that young man, he just jumped in. He was such a joy to have it. He thought I was really going to get that thing up. No, sir. But that's what we do. When we get out in the community, I believe in serving the community. When you say that you are about the community, you cannot say it. You have to be about it. You can't talk about it. You must be about it. And that's what we do here with our Sunshine's Corner. And I want you to know we got some other things coming up that you can be a part of that's going to be absolutely fantastic, my dear friends. Please be a part of this conversation today. I want you to show Princess how much we appreciate the fact of what she's doing to better herself, to better her children and her family. Call her, 850-432-7768. Let's talk about it, because I believe anything, if you are open for discussion, you can make it better. But if you're closed-minded and think that that's the only way, you're not going anywhere. You'll be right there doing the same thing over and over. 850-432-7768. You can call or text and let's talk to Princess. Now, Princess, we're talking about the fact that you are a woman that covers all areas. She's number one, you are a notary republic. Did I say that right?
Notary public.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's what she does. That's a mouthful. Do you see notary services as a ministry? Sometime, you know, that you can talk to people?
Oh, most definitely. Sometimes I'm used pulling out my social work skills when I'm in talking with different people at my appointments.
So you talk to them sometime and you get the people, you can use it as a ministry. I still believe that everybody should use that tool when you've got that ability to talk to somebody, because you never know what a person needs. I mean, not only do they need a notary, but there could be some inspiration that you can give to me that's going to inspire me to do something that I could not even think of. You never know what a person is going through when you're sitting there looking through them. You know, you never ever know about that.
Yeah, and I can tell the ones that are happy to see me because they keep me longer.
Really?
than expected, yes.
Absolutely. Well, we got a phone call. Let's see who this is this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Princess.
Good morning.
Sunshine, I must say that color is popping on the screen. You look amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yes, so I wanted to call and say to my fellow social worker, Miss Princess, I had the opportunity to shadow with Princess on one of her cases one weekend. We went to several homes and I got to watch her in action, and it was amazing. And I was off and on became a notary as well and a signing agent. And I don't work like she does. She do a lot of work. I use mine mainly for my job itself. And so we have a lot of forms that have to be documented because of the state requirements. And so I get to use mine at work. And how I got into it was also when I used to work at DCF. We had so many clients that needed paperwork notarized, and so I saw a need, and I stepped into that need to kind of fill that need. And because my company will pay for me to have my notary done, I didn't charge those clients whenever we did clients.
Oh, I got you. Now, when you say you shadowed her, break that down. Tell me what you're talking about when you say you shadowed her.
So what she did, she would show me how she would receive her request for services. And then she showed me the process of what it looked like, what she had to do, what kind of paperwork you have to look through, and what you need to pull, what you need to take out there. She showed me all the areas and different documents, what needs to be signed, what you have to look for. It's very detail oriented that you have to be that type of person because it's some pages may be a couple of pages, it may be one, but then there's times where there's like 30. And so you have to make sure that everything is done completely. 200. And then they send you, like the company will send you what you need to look at and what they want done. And so you have to make sure all that stuff done, and then you have to go take it somewhere. And so she showed me how, you make a phone call to make sure that the people may be at home at a certain time and that you're going to be on your way. You want to be there early because you be there at the time that it says you're actually late. And so she walked me through all that stuff through her process, and I got to see it in person.
Well, you know what? I thank you for doing this also, Princess. Some people think if I'm doing something, it's not enough that I got to kind of keep it all to myself.
Right.
When you took him under your wings to take him out, to show him the ropes in the same field that you're in, that lets me know that there's confidence.
That's right.
In what you do.
Because if it's your client, it's your client, and no one can take it.
Exactly. So the confidence there. So Eric, when you say this, that she built that up in you, what would you tell a person who's seeking to do something like that?
I would tell somebody, because I even encourage like our other workers here at the office that they need to go ahead and get theirs too as well, because you're going out to see people, and so you need to be there to sign this stuff in person with them as well. But I think that too, if you're looking for to supplement some income, this is a great way to do it. Take the training, take the exam. The exam is a little tricky to me. We have to take it every once in a while. You just take that exam. But just study, understand what's going on. And this is a way to supplement income, because nowadays you need some pocket of money coming from a lot of different sources.
You better have many ways of opportunities to make some money, because I tell you, you better learn how to plant them peas.
And you'll still be needing some more. So this is a way to do that. And so, I mean, it's the lesson is really on your terms. So you take your little weekend and just sit down and just start reading all the material that they have, take those exams, and then go ahead and sign up for your notary for whatever state that you're in.
Right.
And and there's so many people that's out there doing. You can always find somebody doing it and say, hey, can you help me out? Can you show me the ropes, what I need to do, what I need to learn as well in real time? And they're willing to do that.
Absolutely, and that's a good thing. And Eric, thank you for calling to share that, because I try to get people to know that you don't have to be so selfish, because there's enough for everybody. And I believe that with every ounce of blood that flows through me, there is enough for everybody. God didn't create just a drop. He created enough to cover everybody. So he's got something for you. He's got something for me. So you don't have to try to grasp onto something and hold it so tight that you think nobody else is going to take something from you.
That's
no,
right.
that they can take it from you, it was never yours. You understand what I'm saying? And thank you, Eric, for being so supportive. I appreciate that from the heart.
You're welcome. And Princess, congratulations on taking that step to, educate your own children, because we do need to do that. There's a lot of stuff that they won't learn that they need to learn as well from us, our own parents, our own community, and you have the opportunity to do that. I have a lot of foster parents that actually homeschool their own kids. Foster kids cannot be homeschooled. They have to go to daycare. They have to go to school and stuff like that. But I want to congratulate you on taking that big step that you need to take to make sure that your children are safe and educated, and so they're going to be the great members of society and be able to pass it on.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All righty. And everybody, we are having a great conversation today. We're talking about the entity of stepping out to being your own boss, the entity of doing things for you. The fact that we can also have enough for everybody. I'm glad she does not have that mentality, because I've run into so many, I'm not going to get this because they're going to take that from me. If they take it, baby, it was never yours.
Oh, and I do want to add one thing. When you are working with your job, completing notarizations, make sure you follow your state laws, because I run into a lot of people that tell us that the company they work with telling them to do things they're not supposed to do as a notary public. There's whenever you leave your job, you take your stamp with you.
Exactly. And don't let nobody take it away from you.
That's correct. If your job try to make you leave your stamp, contact the Secretary of State.
Thank you. She's got some information. That's the legal part of it. Go, girl. Look, we're talking with Princess Powe. I love that name. And hello, Miss Powe. We're going to be back with more, because we are learning so much. Please call us up today and talk to Princess, 850-432-7768, because I think that when we can inspire each other, let's learn to uplift one another and not try to break us down. Sunshine here with you on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car, because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Come see us at Royal Appliance Outlet. We have refrigerators, washers and dryers, stoves, beautiful furniture from all of your name brands that you know and trust. Samsung, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, and GE, all at discount prices. Come visit us today at 1612 Face Boulevard. You're gonna love our easy credit to help you bring all of your favorite furniture home. Come visit Royal Appliance Outlet.
It's baseball season. From heart-stopping plays to legendary victories, this is baseball at its finest. Grab your seat, bring your energy, and witness greatness live. Don't just watch it, feel it. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos are back, and you can watch Pensacola Blue Wahoos home games live on Fridays and Saturdays, only on Blab TV. Love the Blue Wahoos but can't watch? Get your tickets now.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to this hump day. It is Sunshine's Corner on this Wednesday. We're talking with Miss Princess Powe. I gave her a new name. But we're learning so much today. It's absolutely amazing. But I want to say this because there's so much happening in the community. I want to say this because I'm talking about being supportive. You know, Reverend Powell transitioned a couple of weeks ago. Reverend John Powell, that was right across the street. But he had also initiated a program that was going to be beneficial to help the kids for back to school that's planned for this weekend. And I'm so glad that they did not change the date. So it's going to be a gospel show that's going to be taking place this weekend at Brownsville. And the tickets are only $20. And all of this is going to go to Truth for Youth Ministries. I want to encourage everybody that's under the tone of my voice that's viewing today to please make sure you are a part of this so that we can make sure that this is going to be a total success so nobody will be left out. If you will, make sure that you go out and be a part of it. That's coming up this weekend at Brownsville Community. Sunshine here with you on this Wednesday, and we're talking with Miss Princess about notary and being a notary and the things that you have to do. I had a question on here I wanted to ask you, Princess, because sometimes I know do you offer mobile services, or is it that you have local organizations that you work with? Anything like that?
My service is mobile, so
Okay.
I go out to notarize documents.
Okay. Now let me ask you something else. When it comes to people that are disabled, because sometimes people are homebound, do you get to work with those kind of people too?
Yes, I work with all type of people.
Okay. So what is the most difficult thing you've had to deal with by being a notary?
Well, it's difficult in the sense that you have to know what you're doing whenever you're out notarizing documents. Like I said before, make sure your notarization is correct. If you do not know what to do in your notarization, go on to the Secretary of State website. They have the different forms that you can print out for yourself.
So it's not just, okay, stamp, signature, I'm gone. Give me my check.
No, ma'am. You have to make sure you look at their photo ID. You can have a driver license, you can have a passport, you can have a military ID. If you do not have a military ID, you need to bring in 2 people that know you well, that can vouch for you, that say that you are who you say you are. But they do have to go under oath, swearing that you are that person that you say you are, in order for the documents to be notarized.
Have you ever had the opportunity, have you ever seen people that try to get over on you to say they are and they're not who they are?
I have not as of yet. I hope I do not encounter any of those people, because at Ambitious Notary Service, we do not only stamp documents, we follow notary state laws. So please do not come to me if you want me to commit fraud.
Have you been tried like that yet?
I've had people to ask me different things, but it's before I get to them. I've had to turn away certain documents because the company, I do not know where they found those names from. One lady told me, that's my name on social media. Because I thought that the company's supposed to do background checks on the people to make sure that they are who they say they are. So that means they didn't ask for their driver license or some type document that they needed.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is something we're talking about today. I think that's absolutely important. Now, when we said something on there, you said a free notary. What are you talking about with this back to school thing that you're doing? Tell me, explain that, this free thing that you're talking about.
Okay, so I will be notarizing the document.
There it is right there.
Yes, I'll be notarizing any type of documents that you need in order to get back in school, whether you living with someone else and you need proof of residence, you need to get that notarized. You need someone to watch over your kids while you're working out of town. You may need to get some notarized for that in order for the school to know they can talk to that person. Some documents like that.
Okay, so they can call on you to get that done. Okay, very good. So I mean, I didn't know what that meant. I thought, okay, she's gonna get rid of all. No, I go to sure take away all that. No, but the fact of it is, you're saying that for things that is certain stipulations that's with that in order to receive that.
That's correct.
And wow. But you know what, Prince, it's a great thing that's what you're doing that I think is absolutely marvelous. Because of the thing, there's so many ways, and Eric made a point that is absolutely, I tell you, it's absolutely the truth. That we have so many ways that we have got to try our very best to have income of more than one way because of the fact of how the times are today.
That is so true.
It is so true, because there's so many ways that you got to be able to make money. And I mean, like, because I like to use things that are absolutely, it's necessary that you try to get another source of income, and that means that you might bump into something you might like to do. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, are there any documents you cannot notarize?
Any type of documents like birth certificates, marriage license, things of that sort. Things that's federal documents. Can't notarize any federal documents.
What you mean? Why would somebody want you to notarize their marriage license and make it to say I'm married to you and I'm not? Or to say I'm this way and I'm not? Oh, come on, really?
Now, so let me get a little bit into that. So,
okay, look me in my face and tell me that, because I want to see this.
Now, in Florida, notaries are allowed to marry people. So, in that aspect, yes, we can notarize.
You can marry somebody?
Yes, we can marry somebody here in Florida. But if there's already a marriage certificate issued, then we not allowed to notarize that.
So if somebody came up to you and said, Princess, here's my Boaz, I want you to marry us, you will.
As long as they have their paperwork from the courthouse.
Really?
Really.
Do you take this man to be your husband? You do all that? Oh my goodness. Am I being educated today? Unbelievable. But is it right? I'm coming from a spiritual point of view now, okay? I mean, is that? I'm just saying. I never knew that. We gotta talk about that. Princess can marry you guys. Can you notarize documents for people who speak in a different language?
No. If I'm not able to understand them and they're not able to understand me, I'm not allowed to notarize their paperwork.
Really? So, but if a person comes to you and their speech, they can go hello, and as far as they can go.
Now, if they are able to answer, if I ask them a question, if they're able to answer me back, then yes. Now, in other states, they're allowed to have a translator translate for them, but not in Florida.
Why? When you got a lot of people here that use different languages.
I know, it's real tough, but
when
according to the state of Florida.
Tough get going. Florida is something else. Oh, man. Okay, but what I'm saying is, let's say if there's a person here, suppose they came to you and said, I want to get married, and that's all he can say. In English.
Now, I've met a lot of Spanish-speaking people. They are able to speak English and they're able to understand, but they'd rather speak Spanish.
Really?
Yes. Now, and those people, now I can't notarize for them because we can understand each other.
Man, I'm learning some stuff today. Is there a fee for notary services, like anytime you waive or you offer your assistance that you can waive the price? Anything? Let's say if for a free notary service, like the thing that you're offering now, is there something you got assigned because it was free? Does that make it less legit, or?
No, because some banks do notarize, but as time has been progressing, some banks have stopped notarizing documents, so they'll have to come and find a notary like me.
Oh, she said a notary like me. A notary like her that can also marry you. Unbelievable. I'm blown away with that. Out of all these years I've been talking to you, you never told me that you could marry somebody. How do you handle situations where someone may be unsure of what their needs are? You know, somebody, okay, let's say if we got a person that speaks partial English, or a person that does not understand the document. Don't have to be a person that does not speak your language, but really don't comprehend what that paper is asking you.
Well, the first thing I say to consult a lawyer, but if you're working with a company or organization, go back to whoever told you to get that paper notarized and have them to tell you exactly what that paper means.
So I think I need my birth certificate. I think I need to go get a birth certificate, but I don't understand this. But I bring you the paperwork. So what are you going to tell me, to go back to the state to get isn't a birth certificate already notarized though?
Birth certificates, they already have that completed. Now, if you need to get a birth certificate, you can either go on vital statistics or go to the health department here in Florida if you're from Florida. Whatever state that you're from.
I know I had to go back to Alabama.
You have to go back to that state in order to get your form.
Exactly, because I went to some city, I don't know where I went, but it was not too far from here, because I had to get some stuff changed when I first relocated here. When they had this thing, I had to prove who I was all over again. Unbelievable. I had to go through so many changes before they would even give me my license. You had to prove who you were, prove if you were divorced. And then that come, oh, this got to be notarized. I understand where you're coming from. How do you handle situations where someone needs to get it, do not know how to get it? How do you sell yourself to get yourself out there to let people know that you are available for those services? Is it only just word of mouth? Do you have another means of?
No, I am on different platforms that you can look me up. I'm on SnapDocs, Notary Cafe.
Who?
SnapDocs.
Okay.
Those are different platforms. Notary Cafe, Sign and Order.
What's Notary Cafe?
Notary Cafe.
Notary Cafe.
It's just a platform you can go on, and also you can go on to Google and type in notary near me. Different notaries will pop up.
Really? Wow, am I learning today? Okay. Notary Cafe. Look, we're going to come back and show you another clip when we come back about the fun that we had yesterday out in the park. It was absolutely fantastic. We got to go to break and going to share that with you right here on Sunshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Take a ride on the Pensacola Beach Island Trolley. From now until September 4th, from 4 p.m. to midnight, tour Pensacola Beach for free on the Island Trolley. Our open-air trolleys allow riders to take in all the fun and sun of Pensacola Beach. Plus, riders will be able to track the trolley's location, making it easier for everyone to plan ahead and enjoy the ride. To learn more about the Pensacola Beach Island Trolley, head to visitpensacolabbeach.com/trolley-information. See you on the trolley.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. I tell you, I just found out something else that Princess does. She's getting ready to go to Vegas to a conference. I guess she's gonna notarize all those people there. May I go? She said, I'm not saying anything about that. But ladies and gentlemen, we've had such a fun weekend. Yesterday was a day I was so looking forward to, and we had so much fun there at Roger Scott. And at the complex there in the back where it had I bet there was 50, 60 vendors there. But I want to say, for the ones that I had the opportunity to talk to, our mindset is the same. It's all about reaching the community. And it has to be consistent. And the things that are planned, and what Denise and I and the lieutenant and the police department talked about, we're planning for next year. Ooh-wee, it's gonna blow their minds. But let me give you another tip of what we did yesterday at Roger Scott. Check out this video. And we are yet having a great day here in Roger Scott Park. I mean, Denise?
It's another fantastic evening. Everybody come out. We may be getting a little bit of sprinkles, but it's gonna stop. We have PPD here, we have fire trucks, we have about 50 community members.
Yes.
Come out and have a good time. It's safe. You get to see the canines, and I'll turn it over to PPD.
Come on, my lieutenant.
Rain or shine, we're here. We got the fire trucks. We got a helicopter here.
That I've been in.
We were wondering if the helicopter was going to show up.
They're here, and I got in.
Yep.
You got in it?
Get
Yes.
in the street sweepers too.
Not yet. I just stood by that.
We're going to have a canine demonstration at 6:15, so y'all should come out and see it.
Absolutely. So everybody, look, don't let the raindrops are not going to do anything. Just come out. It's only going to cool things off.
That's right.
It's cooling things off.
And we're not canceling. Come out and see us.
It is going to be a fantastic day. And I tell you, Touch a Truck is a total success. Let me say that.
Thank you,
For
Sunshine.
this, I mean, collaboration and how it's working out, I'm so glad to be a part of it, because next year we got plans, don't we?
We got
big plans. Big plans. Everybody, this is where you need to be. As always, Sunshine in the community, in the streets, telling you like it is. Broadcasting live with Sunshine's Corner. I tell you, we had so much fun yesterday, and with Denise there, and she said, "Oh, it's not going to rain." I said, "Raindrops keep falling on." And Lieutenant couldn't do anything but laugh. But yes, I tell you what, we're working on something that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing for departments that we're putting together to have coming up next year in 2026. Stick around, because I tell you, it is going to blow your mind, the level that we're taking it to, and it's all for the community. That's why I talk about when you put all of your entities together, when you work together, you get better outcome. But when everybody's want to do the same thing and pull in a different direction, you're missing the cause. Okay, if we're all working toward the same, why don't we put all of our resources together? Don't you think we'll help even more? Instead of being repetition by giving it to the same people over and over. I think that's, I can't wait to make that announcement what we're going to be doing. But look, making this announcement with you, after we were on break, you were telling me that you were about to go to a conference in California.
Vegas.
I mean, okay. California. Okay, she's going to Las Vegas. But I mean, these are the things, what I'm saying. I bring that up, Princess, because I say this. You can't just sit still and expect things to just explode. You're stepping out and you're taking that walk of faith and what it takes to become everything that God has for you to do. If you just sit there, guess what? You're going to get left behind.
Yeah, no matter how much I say, oh, I'm not going back to school, I'm not going to learn anything else, I go learn about 10 more things.
Amen. You know, I mean, come on, I'm taking a class now. I'm taking another class so I can educate myself on more, because I plan to elevate myself and not just become stagnated in one area. Because of the fact, the more you learn, and I love the fact of what you're doing, and I want to roll this back because you know our kids today mimic what we do. So your kids are mimicking you because they see what mom and daddy does, and they're going to only elevate themselves into bigger and brighter futures. And I want to commend you on that, because that's what it takes. I really do. That you take the time, you walked away from the corporate world, and you said, okay, I can do this for myself. And yes. I believe in that totally, because I am, sometimes it's not good to talk about the things that you do. You just do it.
I just do it.
That's what I'm talking about. But you know, Princess, I want to commend you. I want to congratulate you. Ever since I've known you, I met Princess through coming to my class with boot camp. Now, I've been doing that class, what, 20 years? Whew, long time. But the fact of it is, I met her through the class, and I've seen and watched her grow and improve through the years. She's not just going to sit there and continue to do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome.
That's right.
Because that's what you call insanity. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, expect they're going to no, it's not. But continue to do what you're doing. You're making a difference. Continue to shine, helping others, and I believe with everything on the inside of me, when we do it the way God says does it, give and it shall be given unto you. Help those that are less fortunate. Extend your hand to those that are in need. Watch what he's going to do for you, because he's all about love. He's all about making a difference. And don't get left behind if you do it his way. Congratulations, and when you get ready to go to Vegas, let me know.
I will.
I want to ride too. I mean, hey, just like I was talking yesterday with the ladies I had on the show yesterday, and I'm going to do this too. I was talking with Bella Magazine, women traveling solo. I've got some things that I've already worked on. I'm going to stop think I need that crutch. I'm just going to do it on my own. Do what you got to do and move. Yes. And when you bypass them, that's okay.
Sometimes you have to do it on your own.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what you have done. You've shown that picture right there yourself.
And sometimes when you do it scared, you do great.
Thank you. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And you can do anything you put your heart's desire. I don't think God brings you to something just drops you. You know what I'm saying? Now, as you know me, I believe everything that we encounter is all about God. But you keep him first and ask him every day, seek his ways, seek ye first his ways. He's going to show you, and you're going to be a success. He didn't tell you it's going to be easy. But he did tell you that I'm going to be there with you, that I will never, ever leave you.
That's right.
He'll always be there for you. Even when you wake up in the midnight hour, when you feel that way, just call on him and continue to do what you're doing. I'm so proud that you've taken that step to show your kids and to plant something into them even more positive The work that you've done will speak for you. You know, what's your final words you'd like to leave with our viewers today? Tell them how to get in touch with you. Come on, girl, sell yourself.
Well, you can reach me at 850-503-1227. Again, I am Princess Powe at Ambitious Notary Services, LLC, where we do not only stamp documents, we follow Florida notary state laws.
She did that. She had that spiel down to a servant. Now, didn't she? Hey. But look, Princess, you did it. If you want to get in touch with Princess, call me. I'll make sure you get in touch with her if you missed that, okay? But look, we got to get out of here. We're down. Can you believe that it's down to the last 2 minutes? It goes by so fast when you're having fun.
Yes.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic day. And I want to say to CDAC, I want to say to the police department, for everybody that was there at the event yesterday afternoon, your cause and your purpose. Continue to do what you're doing. It's all about the children. Making that difference in the community is what it's all about. Don't expect, change is necessary. It may not feel good, but it's absolutely necessary. You gotta take that step. And I'm one that if I can make a difference in the community, reach out to me, I'll be there. And I'll do my part to make a difference, because I know that collectively we put all of our resources together. There is nothing that we can't do. We gotta take the I out of the equation and allow it to become us. And I guarantee you, you will see a difference. So when it comes to all of your services that you need, whether you want to get married, get a notary, call Princess. She'll marry you too. Okay, get over that. I didn't know that. But that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to stop this laughing. It's time for me to get out of here. It's been a fantastic day. But I'd like to leave it with you, as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Never lose your focus. Always remember that if you keep God first in whatever you do, and I don't mean just saying it in words, I mean by doing, and you're gonna see a total success. We can speak those things that are not as though they already were. That's what it takes. Learn the words that are powerful. Use the words that's going to change. Use the words that's going to change. So until tomorrow, my friends, know that I do love you with a perfect kind of love. Reach out and touch somebody today for real. Know that I love you. Keep shining while I'm gone. Have a great day. And thank you, Princess.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.